Hey everybody, it's me, Adrian and Aces, inside Cynical, and I'm here with Ace, literally, not just in real life, but in the game as well, and the controller, please. We're going to be returning back to making our spa, and yeah, since the update, by the way, they added a lot of new stuff, so we can check out some things in the update, I guess they added. So Ace, you can stay there, I hope. So yeah, I'm actually gonna get one of those new items, and that is this shell color box. Basically, this is the thing this is the thing I've seen people use. Like I've seen popular MMOs use it, and basically, I found you can actually store stuff in it, and you can actually break it, and you will be able to carry it around like a backpack, which is very, very resourceful. I'll prove it to you. So you break it, and now this will say that I've got rotten flesh in it. So whenever I put it down, my rotten flesh is there. So it's like your own backpack, and I'm gonna have blue. All right, so get rid of that. So I'm gonna take that out. You can also kind of use it to duplicate items, as I just kind of did by accident there, but whatever. So we're going to put some things in there because I don't really need all my stuff on me. What don't I need on me? I don't really need this. I don't know why I have an instant damage reduction. Don't need that. Don't need my fishing rod. The weapons and items you don't really need. You can actually have a lot of these, by the way, in your inventory. You can't put, by the way, you can't put a chocolate box inside here. See, you can't. So you can't put a backpack inside a backpack. I wish it was that easy. You could put these in chests though, so you could effectively make a chest with even more storage if you really wanted to. Okay, so I don't know why I have a stick of fortune. There is. I haven't found any like sides to this, so yeah, this is actually a very overpowered thing, really. Alright, so I'm gonna put my backpack and I'm gonna put that in there. So now I can. So now I got that out of the way. Yeah. Well, I've also got the pick block I enabled, so I can now pick up tiles. See that? I can now do this, and squid go away. Can I actually get a spawn egg? Give me a spawn egg. Yeah, it can. That's wonderful. I can now spawn them. I can now copy their spawn eggs. That's wonderful. Because I remember that on the computer version, you could do that basically, and that was fun. Yeah. Yeah. I love the computer version as well. I actually was just looking up things about this game, and it's apparent this game is in fact the second best-selling game of all time, second only to Tetris, because Tetris is everywhere apparently. I guess if this game is the second best-selling game of all time, then does that technically mean that this is effectively the second best? This is effectively the greatest game ever made? Because I don't really see a lot of fan base around Tetris, so this must be kind of like the best game ever made. I'm not saying it shouldn't. I'm not saying Tetris shouldn't be the greatest game of all time. I mean, it could be, but it seems like people like this game probably more. There seems to be like more things about this game. I mean, this freaking game has its own. It has freaking Minecon. This game has Minecon. I've never been to Minecon actually. Enough talking about criticism or whatever. I guess that's really just opinions on how people like games. I think I talked about opinion in like one of my Skyblock episodes, but whatever. But today I'm just going to talk about my opinion on everything is quite different actually. Usually, well, yeah. Now my younger self would have thought anything was good because my younger self doesn't actually take other people's opinions, and I still do that. I don't really care for what other people think because you for example with my brother Tristan, he likes to tell me things, and immediately it's these things about in Call of Duty, you have all these good weapons, right? Normally I only use the weapons I like because that's me, that's how I like to play. I like to use weapons that I prefer because I believe I like them more. But Tristan likes to show me the fact that there are other weapons, and those weapons are pretty good. Now, if any RPG has taught me anything, having multiple weapons just means you're given more things for the player to use. So having more weapons just means I've got more things to shoot. However, there is actually a disadvantage there. And I like to think that. Now, I wouldn't say that, now by using every single weapon, I've actually discovered that some weapons are better than my favorite weapons. Like, my favorite weapons aren't the best weapons, and I realize that, but that doesn't mean that they're not my favorite weapon. For example, at one point, I didn't actually like the MP40, which was a submachine gun, and but after a while, I realised that it's actually quite good. So yeah, it's like the G11. I don't like that, but you know, and I still don't. Literally, I don't. Mainly because you can only like in Black Ops, you can only like have 2 attachments to it. You can't even have underbarrels on it, which makes it like really restricted in terms of customability. You can't really customize it as much, and that to me is like a disadvantage because, well, it's not really a disadvantage. Well, it could be a disadvantage if you wanted to, if you say if you prefer a specific attachment, but it's not really that much of a disadvantage because it's such a due to it being a 3 round, due to it being kind of like the M16 being 3 round burst. Yeah, I guess that's what kind of my thing I always know. Now I'm not now I that doesn't mean I don't use the G11. I still use it. I just don't like it. Of course, you don't see me use it a lot. You usually, the only times you would see me use it is probably like in zombies, because in zombies it's actually quite useful. But it's like it's as useful as the M16 is in zombies, and the M16 is really useful in zombies. If you like couldn't get anything good, it's like the best weapon you can get effectively. If you can't get if all else fails, pretty much. Especially if you pack a punch it, and then effectively it becomes like a really powerful weapon because it's got like a grenade launcher. Let's put these there, and yeah. Now, of course, that's just to Call of Duty. Now, to actual video games, like, now, in terms of like how other people and how I believe video games work, it's quite simple. Now, I've said this kind of before, and like basically, now I've heard like all this the stuff about like Ocarina of Time, and everybody loves it because like it's ridiculous, but for me, I don't know, because the thing is I never played Ocarina of Time, so how would I know? Well, I played it like very briefly, and the brief amount of time I played it, I didn't really get far, so I don't really know. So I still don't know why everything's so real. So I mean, I guess yeah, that's my problem. I guess I should really play it more. Maybe then maybe then I'll be able to see why everybody's hyping about it. But you know, I just don't see why other games should have, why other games like this, why this game can't have all that hype, considering it's like really high ranked as well. Because it seems like this game is pretty much, yeah. If anybody's ever played Undertale, you would know what I'm saying. Basically, it's like, why is this game? Why would people always like this? It's like Final Fantasy VII with Aeris. I don't see why people like her. Considering she doesn't even, considering she like, I don't know, she's just weird. It's like, why would anybody like her? My opinions go quite far, basically. I don't know. You know, I'm open to like, I know I'm open like to argument, and people like would hate me on it, but like, these are just my opinion. I'm only giving my opinion. Do not hate for me. Do not hate on me just for saying what I believe. You know, I don't hate on people for religion, for believing in God, even though I don't believe in God. You know, I don't hate on religion. I usually try and keep it tamed. Yeah, but so you know. But then again, that's only really opinion-wise. So it's like, and it's really up to what and how they design, to how they get opinions on it. I'm not sure if I've done this right, because I feel like I've done something wrong here. Building in Minecraft is so awkward nowadays. Okay, so, interesting. Alright, so we're gonna make some. I think we're gonna have. Anyway. Yeah. The games I do like, by the way, is like, mainly I like games that people dislike. Like, I like Metroid, like, I do like Metroid Zero Mission, because, like, why? Because I just like it in a way. I know normal people didn't like it because probably, I know that people didn't like it because of its story, but, like, really the story to me was actually, like, I don't know, I feel like, I know they didn't do a good job with Samus, but I'm just saying, like, it wasn't, like, horrible. I liked her character. I liked her character, and I liked the gameplay of the game. The cutscenes. The only thing I didn't really like was, the only thing I didn't like about the stories was how long they made the cutscenes. Because like, when you were in a cutscene, it took forever. So if you died and had to go through that cutscene all over again, it would be annoying. And they did have a skip button, so that kind of helped. So really, you didn't really have to worry about it. Yeah. Anyway, I think. But anyway, I guess I'm gonna finish these opinions later because I'm gonna end this episode now, and I'll see you guys around. Boop.